Hello everyone and welcome to Roll by Rolls. I am your Dungeon Master Richard Barlow and we are about to get right back into it. Just a quick recap of what happened last week. So the gang had a sea battle for their first time setting sail in their new ship. They defeated the other ship and took a captive in Thomas. He is now locked in the brig with William keeping guard. And the party has made it to the island of Anuradae, and that is where we left them, and they are about to head over to the island. So with that, we are going to get right back into it. I hope you enjoy.
Anuradae. Welcome to Anuradae, the smelly island of islands.
I'm assuming.
Is your average smell being
a-
affected yet?
Sorry?
Did Calentia make a joke?
It was a genuine question.
I didn't hear it.
I said, is your average smell being affected yet?
I don't know. Do I smell anything yet?
You haven't left the ship yet, so no.
That was a really good introduction to the island, though. I'm quite excited.
Mm-hmm. So which one were we looking for again? Here?
What?
Huh?
I have that.
Which captain are we looking for?
Yeah,
Which captain?
Anuradae. We have guessed that Anuradae is probably...
We need the map.
I need this map. I just need to pick it up for a second. Okay, it's that one. Rossford.
Captain Rossford.
What
Okay.
colour?
What color is his prison?
Green.
Green. Okay.
There's a lot of trees here. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It's very green.
Alright, I start casting my my shape water into
Cool.
ice so we
And
can.
you do it the same way, like every 5
Yeah.
feet, so you just make a bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, since you're walking on ice, do a dexterity. I'm not going to tell you why yet, but do it with disadvantage.
Saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh man.
Okay. That's probably my disadvantage. Yeah. Okay. What's my
Okay.
dex score? Oh, why am I
Elena?
so low?
12.
Okay,
Not 2.
2 seconds. Okay, I'll come back. Greya?
5.
Okay.
12.
12? Okay.
13.
13. Okay.
Wow.
So you guys walk on the ice bridge, and about halfway there, it starts raining. And seemingly, what order are you guys going in? I should ask.
I'm probably at the front because I'm making.
You're making it, yeah.
I'm probably right behind her.
And I'm
Okay.
probably right behind him.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay, so I'm before that.
Okay. So you're walking halfway. It starts raining. But later, when it starts raining, you look back, and you can see that the latter half of the line, the back of the line, they're not getting wet. So it's like there's an exact point when the rain starts.
Okay, I'm gonna just pause. I'm gonna go back to where the rain starts and kind of just walk back and forth.
Yeah, just stepping.
This is rain.
So yeah, so you're noticing it's almost like a borderline of rain, no rain, rain, no rain.
Funny weather. Had some sun showers before, but this seems very exact.
So as you continue walking, all of you are fine, but Greya, you slip off and lands in the sea.
Caladir?
So you are in the
Greya, can
sea.
you
So
see?
Caladir, you can see it. Who's right?
Immediately
Can
Who's
I-
right in front? Rune, you'd probably notice. Yeah.
How far away are we from shore?
You're roughly about 20 feet now.
Can I grab Greya and use my what is it called?
Misty step?
Misty Step!
Because I was thinking, you're...
Can I
you're
just
right
can I grab Greya?
Yep.
This tiny little gnome.
Yep.
Misty Step to shore.
That's much better than me doing it, which was also something I was
Okay. Yes, that
yeah.
would be bad.
Yeah, okay, so you grab her in the same way that you saved yourself when you fell in last.
Just
I'm-
appear on shore. You're used to this now.
And like Caladir is totally like not bothered by like that line of he's like, yeah,
This seems fine.
normal.
Yeah. So kind of same thing as last time. It's like as soon as your feet go to hit the water, all of a sudden you're back on the bridge and you don't you don't fully understand why, but Caladir's like,
sorry, no shore. I said,
oh, on the shore.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
because it's 30 feet.
Okay,
So
then
we're
you're
gonna
on
be
the
off.
shore.
Oh, in Caladir's arms, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, is that some kind of magic bridge?
Oh, hi over there. I guess we'll catch up.
Yes. You,
Dietrich was like ready to dive in the
Yeah.
water. Like, guess I didn't need to.
like in diving position.
I'm gonna carefully put Greya down.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick reflexes, Caladir.
He's just gonna think about falling last time. You're like, not gonna say anything.
Quite heroic. It looked real charming.
There's nothing to say to that.
So you guys are all on shore now. If you want to like fold up kind of the way it was before to see the peninsula. So that peninsula is an incline up to like the main part of the island. And because it's raining, it is like a slippery slope of mud that's coming down.
Okay.
Now you guys can start to smell it.
Ooh, what does it smell
It just like
Do I smell it more than anyone?
yes, yes you do.
have an
It
average.
it just like the air is thick, and it just I don't know if you know what this smells like. It just smells like a swamp, like just like dirt and mud and like animal droppings and like just a huge area that just has never been cleaned. It has been inhabited but like never cleaned.
Very moist, very
Mhm. Yeah.
strong smells.
Our town smell.
Probably some smell of like mold and stuff like that. Like just
here.
very
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's
On a
home.
rainy day.
Yeah, exactly.
Thomas was
It's
right.
nostalgic.
This place smells.
That's not that bad.
I use prestidigitation to cast a little puff of what can only be described as Febreze smell.
Okay, yep.
Oh, that's better.
It's going to be gone in a few minutes. Oh, in an hour. It'll last for an
Oh,
hour.
great. Is it
Does it
fun?
move with you, or like once you leave this spot, is it just the peninsula smells nice?
It'll probably just stay there. It'll be the one Febreze smelling spot.
Everyone take one last breath.
You know what? It's probably better that we have our senses about us anyways.
Mine don't actually mind the smell.
Well, not now. It smells nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about this one. The other one's fine. I mean, this smells. I mean, they're pirates. They can't be that disgusted by this smell, can they?
I mean, it's not great.
So all we can see at this point is this hill,
Yeah.
muddy hill.
And then there's like, you can see all the trees that you saw before. There's like a little opening to the island above you. But that's all right now that you can see, and it's a very steep slope of very, very slippery. Like there's like a mini waterfall coming down it with the mud and
Okay.
everything.
Okay. Can I do a perception check to see if there's any like paths or anything that we see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I also look for signs that people have been there? Like recently enough?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I have real good perception. 20.
So with 20 Greya, you see this is the only way up. Like there's some like slight vegetation on either side of the hill that like you could maybe grab onto, but it would honestly probably only be good for you and Rune because like they're little, so like any amount of weight is probably they're gonna rip right out of the ground. So for 2 gnomes, it would probably be fine, but anyone a little bigger, probably not.
Well, if this isn't the best way to board the island, why don't we just go around?
I think we should go over it. Maybe under it. Maybe. Anyways.
What were you
Over
looking
one.
for, sorry?
I was looking for
Oh, signs that people have been there?
It's a camp.
yeah.
And you rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Doesn't look like anyone's been there.
Wow, this looks like an abandoned island, y'all. I don't know.
Oh, I could try to run up this thing.
Okay.
I'm going to do that thing that was just described, which was
You're gonna Misty step up?
no.
Oh, you're gonna grab the vegetation. What was just described?
Yes,
You're gonna
that.
grab the side? Okay.
Sorry, my brain went blank.
And you're gonna try to run up?
I've really never seen the
Okay.
weird stuff in your head.
So
Yeah.
both of you can roll a dexterity to see if you get up. Yours will be with disadvantage. You, since you're grabbing vegetation, just a straight roll.
Roll the worst thing I could possibly roll. Oh, it's fine, because that one wasn't much better. A dexterity saving throw or just dex?
Just dex.
Big ol' 7.
7? Okay, so you take off and start running up the hill, and then, like, 5 feet up, your feet kind of start, like, Scooby-Dooing, and just, like, just, like, running in spot.
I'm going
and then, and then, so, like, you're running in spot for a little bit, and then as you're still running, you just start sliding back down again.
I rolled a 16.
16, you get up.
And it's like, while you're doing that, I'm just like, hit.
There's a method.
So Rune's at the top now. What do you see?
I see you all down there.
Thank you, Rune. Turn around.
What do I see?
Cool, roll perception.
Do we look like ants?
It's not that high.
You always look like ants.
Really? Sorry, so perception?
Yeah.
This little note. You always look like ants.
Getting a bit
Speaking
big for
up.
her britches.
20, not nat.
20? Okay, cool. So you see up there, like, there are a lot of trees. It's still raining up there. Everything is very wet and slimy. Like, all the trees are just, like you can tell this rain has just been going for, it looks like probably weeks, if not longer. Like, everything is just drenched. And
But like
everything-
actually slimy?
like slime, yeah, like there's like just like slime coating kind of on everything. I mean, like, you don't touch it to tell, but you can just tell, like, the shimmer that's coming off of everything. Like,
That's
it's
fine.
not just water. Like, there's like a little bit of thickness to whatever's coating everything. There's no, like, pathways or anything. Like, right in front of you, it kind of goes and drops into, like, a big swamp. There's trees and everything throughout, and, like, little plants that are, like, coming up throughout the swamp. But there's no, like, this is the path or anything like that. Like, there's just
Nothing distinct.
There's just swamp. And you can tell kind of in the distance there is, like, you can't really tell how far, but you can tell that there is some form of land if you, like, straight ahead, basically.
Like solid land, is that what you mean?
From what she can tell, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not there. I'm gonna try and get up the hill because I'm not
Cool,
there.
yeah.
I think it's easier if you all
So disadvantage?
see this.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Why don't you just step again?
I can only do it once. For a short rest, and I rolled a nat 1.
That one. So you go to take off, and you, like, kind of give Dietrich a smirk because he just failed, and you're like, I can do this.
Yeah.
So you go to take off, and on your first step, your foot slips out from under you, and you fall on your face and get covered in mud.
Dietrich, like, grabs his fingers and does, like, a windshield washing, like, wipe on his glasses, and he goes, what happened?
He's gonna gingerly pick himself up. Should we try together?
Maybe if we helped each other, we could do it.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright. I'm gonna go first, and you can use your shield to kind of push me up.
You should use your pole as a...
Good idea.
Okay.
So you're, like, just, like, digging in with your pole. Okay, so roll again. Just a straight roll. You don't need a disadvantage this time.
17.
Alright, you
Nope, I lied, 15. But...
you still make it up. So you,
yeah,
like,
it's working fantastic.
you, like, look ridiculous digging your way up, but you do, but, like, it takes a while, but you get there.
When he gets to the top, he takes a big bow.
Kelly's
That
mom,
was
like,
a lot.
I'm gonna follow Dietrich's example and use my shield.
Just dig in with your shield, like two
Yeah.
hand up. Okay, so you can roll again, just a straight roll.
There's no dignity left.
Covered in mud.
13.
13. Okay, so you are digging and halfway up. You don't quite get there with your shield. It falls. You fall on it and ride it like a toboggan all the way down.
I'm gonna, again, take Dietrich's lead and just be like,
I really like how you slid there. That was quite fun.
It was almost enjoyable.
Okay, Corinne's gonna go up the gnome way.
That's a gnome mic. Okay. So just do a straight dex roll.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, what is with
Don't you have a
that?
negative dex?
You don't have to say it out loud. It's a 4.
Okay, so you grab onto the vegetation on the side, and on your first yank up, you yank with your hand rather than like pulling your body up. So you just yank the plant right out of the ground.
Oh, I'm not very. Oh, sorry, that's something. I'm not very good at gnome things.
Oh.
Sad.
Rhea, it's just a difficult hill.
It is. It's very hard.
And it's much bigger than you.
It is. It's so big. Okay.
No,
Grace's just gonna sit. She's gonna sit in the mud for a little bit.
you know, Rune, Caladia has a lot of armor on, and I don't know how many of our friends can make it up here.
Do you guys have like a rope?
Bria,
Wait!
don't you have Mold Earth?
I don't think so.
Oh, that was a different campaign.
Once again, confusing campaign.
No, I don't.
That was
Do you have?
Oh,
Were you
yeah,
going?
yeah.
You were doing
Oh,
like you were pulling out rope. Do you have rope?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I also have rope.
After watching
Shittiest rope.
people fall, just be like,
Yeah.
all right,
I have rope.
okay.
Who's throwing the rope down?
I only have 50 feet, so I assume we should probably both want to tie it together.
Yeah, we can tie it together.
Yeah.
Well, how high is this?
We'll have 100 feet.
It's a
It's not that high.
A
It's
high-
just 25 feet.
Oh.
That makes it more shameful.
It's we tied together anyway.
Deirdre kind of like ties it around his waist. And like,
Okay.
And then I just stand in front of him and hold on to the rope.
Did you tie it to something secure?
yeah, me!
Okay, so now whoever goes up the rope still do a dex roll, but you can add their two strength. Like you two roll strength and add all together.
Oh. Okay.
I hate to tell you I'm not strong.
I'm alright.
Actually, I rolled really well.
You're good. Whoever
Who's going up
I'm
first?
gonna let Rhea go up.
Okay, I got 8 minus 1.
I'm worried about
so
her.
7
7 plus.
So, 16.
21.
You're good. All right.
So you guys are basically pulling Gray up.
So when you get up there, if you want to help, then you will also add a strength roll to anyone's dex roll.
My strength is so much better than my guys'.
Alita, after you.
I rolled a 3, which I added to a 1 for my dexterity bonus.
So Lady got 4.
4.
Okay.
I'm not dressed first. I slip on my own skirts. I think I just trip on them.
I got a 9 to help.
Okay.
I'm helping.
I got.
You got a 12 or what? 12 and oh no, we were already at 13. So yeah.
10.
So you're good. You get up.
Oh, good.
Leda is up.
Plum.
Keladier.
Throw it back down.
Muddy old Keladier.
You got this, Caladia?
Now I have 17.
15.
15. So you just go up. You like hold the rope at your side, but
I
you
got 15,
you
so
make it up
Okay.
on your own.
Did
without
you have the rope the entire time, you two?
Yeah, I forgot about it.
But I mean, like, someone had to get to the top first.
That's true.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to be presumptuous here, Rune, but you don't look very strong, so, you know, you throwing your rope down might have ended terribly with you at the end At the bottom.
It's good that we all helped each other. I'm gonna start using prestidigitation to like clean the mud off of like.
I was going to do
Oh, thank
that,
goodness.
but
Well, I
fine.
mean, people who don't have prestidigitation, we can team up. Too.
No, it's okay. You can do it.
You're just gonna. Wow. Everyone's like, well,
Aleda makes everything
child.
look clean. Rune makes everything smell good.
Okay. I make a puff of Febreze.
well.
We are not in any way sponsored. It's
Oh yeah, yeah. This
But if
Febreze.
Febreze wanted to sponsor us,
Go to Febreze.
Once we get the sponsorship, then there'll be a
roll.
specific Febreze scent.
Every episode.
it smells like Febrisk. Febreze.
For brew.
Febreze.
Februne.
Oh.
It's a patented scent. Februne.
It smells like fish.
I don't know if this is better.
Right,
Okay,
well,
so
yeah.
you're all up top.
What do we see?
A swamp.
I think
Slimy
oh.
things. And some land, perhaps, in the far off distance.
Question. Do you think if we walk a little further, we might see a man whose face kind of looks like a fish, but he has a man body?
Is that not common here?
Is it common where you're from?
I've just seen many strange things.
Is that the opposite of a mermaid?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be the opposite. It would just be
The op-
different.
The opposite.
Yes, well, I mean, he would still be a mer person at the end of the day, wouldn't he?
You know, that's true. I'm sure a lot of people don't like to be defined by another race. It's quite, I withdraw my comment.
To answer your question, I don't know.
Oh, I just thought it might be cool, you know. I've heard stories of like.
Oh,
You
this
know what?
isn't
I
coming
think-
from personal experience.
I'd like to do a perception check
Imagining
instead.
it.
See if I can see more.
Yeah.
You can see a
I will. I'm
percentage
actually
of-
gonna add because you got a 20, and I thought of the distance. So kind of equidistant to like the land that's in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You see
what?
to the left of you, there's also what seems to probably be a little bit of land.
Cool. There's land
Land to the
there
right,
and land
to the
and
left.
over there.
Right, which one of them?
Oh, as we go, because we've gone up.
I do like a little arabesque to point it out.
Very good.
And then did you still want to roll to see?
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
What can I roll to see if there's a difference between the two, like from where we can see here?
Sure. That'd be do like an investigation since you're looking for something specific. What like difference are you looking for?
Just to see if there's any, right? Because we have to make a decision. So I just want to know if there would be like anything that would tell us, oh, like this one seems
Like a sign with
more
a flag.
Yeah. No, just what the difference between the two is, and then we
Natural
can, like,
20
do we
and
want to
one
go
and
to
a
the higher, to the
Fishman.
the one is further,
Fishman tour
or
guide.
one looks like it might be more populated or bigger. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to go towards
Yeah,
the
you
fishman.
Any
do.
kind
You
of
can do like an
difference.
investigation on that.
Can I do a perception?
Sure.
So cheeky.
Grayer. Super
Okay, so-
sweet, uncanny.
21.
21. So you see about the same thing. Like you see,
That's right.
as far as distance goes, they're about the same. Size wise, you can't really tell the one to the left. Like you see the start of it, but it is along like because the side of the island is like a tree line. So you can't quite see around the trees to see what exactly the size is. And the one in front of you, kind of the same. Like you don't really get a feel. It doesn't look overly large, but it's hard to really get a feel for just how big it is.
Does one area look more swampish than the other?
The one in front of you is like surrounded by swamp because the whole thing is a swamp. And then the one to the left of you, you can't tell what's on either side of it because of the trees, but it's still a swamp to get there.
I'm gonna tie up my skirts a bit.
Okay.
Oh, I did not dress for the occasion.
Maybe we should tie the ropes to each other just in case somebody starts to fall in the swamp.
That's a very good point.
Also, the swamp might be taller than some of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that too.
Why don't you stick your quarterstaff into it?
we're not there. I will.
You're like right there, like you could.
Oh, okay.
We're not there. Another step. Well, now we are.
Yeah.
Dietrich sticks his quarterstaff in.
So it's roughly like 2 feet deep.
How,
Maybe tickling your nose a little.
No, my head will be. It'll be like at my neck. That's
how
fine.
tall are they? Like 3 feet? Marissa?
I think I am.
I have to visually see what
Yeah, I'm
3
not
feet
three
is.
It's going to be very difficult. for
Oh,
them to
you're much
get
smaller
through.
than I had anticipated.
Yeah, so it'll be like at your like
Yeah.
almost at like your chest, maybe neck area sort of thing,
But
but
it's
you're
also
still
not like water. Like you're gonna be like in reeds and
Slogging
stuff. Should we
through.
be helping them? Would you two object
It's
to?
also not clear water, so you
Yeah.
don't know what's below the surface.
No.
I'm
it's-
sorry, why are we
it's
going
true.
through the swamp? Is there...
Well, there's swamp on either side. If we're going to make it, like there's that area looks like it has trees, but it's swamp to get through. That area just looks like pure swamp.
I'm not a great swimmer.
It's like haters. They're to the left of us. They're to the front of us.
So-
The swamp is everywhere.
I was told
Sorry,
once.
Greya.
I was told once I shouldn't go in.
Is that
deeper
something
than
that
my armpits?
we can anticipate in the swamp?
Haters.
So what I'm asking is, would either of you be offended if we carried you?
No. If you can carry 40 pounds, I'm like.
I'm not super strong.
No, I could carry one of you.
Kelly, you're just looking at him very dubiously, like...
Oh, and he like flies.
So you have your quarterstaff in one hand.
No, I can hold the quarterstaff and
That's
do.
true. Yep.
Well, I have a thing on my back.
An interesting
You can just be around
strategy.
Like if you were picturing what I was picturing, like those like little like pool party fights when you're.
Yeah.
Now I'm picturing with you where you're like, I'm a
Survivor.
It's like
Yeah.
this little baby carrier for their gnome friend on the back of you, which is just adorable.
I'm just already climbing up Kelladier's
All right.
Okay.
So, Rune,
I'll just be on. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah.
Dietrich's gonna like kneel down.
So I
Okay,
believe
cool.
the new order is Dietrich and Rune at the front with Rune really in front.
Yeah.
What? I mean, like a baby carrier? What's going on?
You said that you're like on the
No, you're chicken fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you're on his like
I'm on
shoulders.
shoulders.
I see. And then me in the middle and you two bringing up the rear.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Cool.
I'm piggy, like classic piggyback.
Adorable.
What is a classic...
She's a classic piggy.
Chicken fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you're piggybacking.
Oh, and
Great.
she.
So it's
I think
difference
she thinks
between-
we're chicken
between-
fighting.
I am. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, she's chicken fighting.
Are you?
Like, so
I'm
her
sitting
feet
on
are like
your
at your
shoulders.
chest.
Yeah.
And she's sitting like.
I'm sitting on your shoulders with
Like
like.
when a-
and
okay,
I'm like,
okay,
on
okay.
your
Is that not what a
Parade,
piggyback
and the
is?
dad,
The
like,
other one
puts
is
the
Yeah.
dad on
arms
his
around your
shoulder.
head.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
on
Yeah.
your neck?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
was confused. I thought you were on my chest, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm very naked.
Like a koala.
Yeah,
No, I'm like on your shoulders.
that makes more sense.
Great.
Cool.
I'm in Kelladier's ear.
So
telling
which
secrets.
What secrets are you
bit
telling
of
me?
they're
land
not
would
good.
you guys like to head to?
Should we
Like
try the bit that looks like go towards more trees first?
I want to hear a secret.
Go
You're
through-
all my best friends.
Should we go through the bit
That's
of
nice,
swamp
Greg.
and then kind of head towards trees where it might be more solid ground, or do we want to head through the swampy area?
I feel like if I were a pirate hiding things, I might go hide it in the harder to reach swampy area.
Maybe this.
But maybe
Westford-
that's too obvious, and that they hid it on the other.
Or maybe this
side.
Westford person wasn't very, good at hiding things, and he just came to this island and was like, it's kind of smelly, and people won't stay here, and he just kind of tossed it.
Into the swamp.
Yeah, sure.
Does someone have detect magic?
I was just
Would
gonna
that-
ask that. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't.
No.
We'll just keep our wits about us, I guess.
That sucks.
My spells aren't useful. They're just for, like,
Show.
buffing and hurting others.
Well, I don't have any of that.
Okay. I will flip a coin. Besides, they're both the same on this coin. Hold on. I will flip this coin.
1 through 3 is
Is-
the trees, and the other, and then 4 through 6
Does
is
anyone
the
have a
swamp.
better idea than that?
Let's do that.
Sometimes just do odds and ends. It's fine.
Okay, 1.
1. So that's the tree.
Trees.
area.
Alright.
So that's the what? To your
Ready?
left or to the
swampy
center?
Area
Yeah,
to
to the left.
the tree area, so that one.
To the left.
To the left.
Left to the left.
Okay. So you guys head there, and let me don't really face any problems because it's still, like, it's enough to the edge that, like, you can grab on the trees if you ever start to slip or anything like that.
I know you're adding your own sound effects, but I'm just like is what I'm picturing. Or
So yeah, so you guys get to this little, almost like this little cove at the side of the island. And it's very muddy. Like, it looks like it was just like sand made this land. But because of the perpetual rain, very, very muddy. There's not much there. It's surrounded, like, there's trees on the outskirts of it, and then in the middle of where it is, there's like a turned over, like, little rowboat, very similar to the ones that, like, they came off the pirates you just fought came off the ship.
we were looking for a rowboat.
Oh, that's fun! Oh, that's so true!
This is our first plunder.
We'll pick them up on the way back, I guess.
Oh yeah, just in case
Yeah.
we have to,
I don't want to burden us with it just yet.
Is there anything in the rubble or like under it?
It's face down, so like
Is there
the
anything
bottom
under
of it is up, and you can't see under it or anything right now.
Can I kick it over?
You probably can't kick it over. You can try to lift it up and turn it over. It's not a canoe.
Deidre's gonna knock on it first.
Oh.
And just be like, hello? I think it's safe.
We're a wily crew, aren't we?
Okay, I'm gonna flip it over.
Okay, do a strength check.
Still carrying Grayla.
You can do it!
Ooh. 13.
13, yeah. So you flip it over, and so when
And then a bunch of
you
earwigs come out.
How could you?
when you lift it, I'll before you flip it over, when you lift it up, there's like underneath it, there's a little, looks like a little pool was dug out, just like a little hole in the land that's filled with water. And the water's pretty dark, so you can't really tell what's in there. Plus, like, the boat is covering it, so it's very dark under
I'm
there.
regretting.
But there is just like a little hole dug
Okay.
out with some water in it.
Oh, okay. So that's where you're taking that. Okay, cool.
Alright, are you gonna keep lifting or are you gonna put it back down?
Oh, I haven't lifted it all the way up.
That's what you saw when you lifted it, so you can decide whether you want to just keep and like flip it over, or you want to just put it back down. Flip it over. Okay, so it's you flip it over, and so now you see this hole. All of you see this hole with water in
A
it.
hole with murky
Oh,
water.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess this was being, protected.
I dare someone to stick their hand in it.
Or we could get rid of
You're still holding Grayla out of the bag with a backup. No.
Perhaps it'd be good to get rid of the water from this hole first.
But you don't know how deep the hole is.
We don't. We could try and find out.
Grayla, use your destroy water spell.
Should we try and figure out what's in it first before I do that? Just to make sure?
We're doing it to try and find out
I'm gonna
what's in there.
investigate without touching it. Is it water?
Roll.
Uh-oh. I've already... 8.
8. It seems like water.
I think it's just water.
Can I do just an Arcana check to make sure it's not like magic?
Yep.
No, okay. But there's
I don't know why I delayed. I'm not gonna be like,
Yeah.
no, you can't.
like, is there any magical property about this? Okay.
It's water. It doesn't look potable, but like...
11?
11. So there's no like direct magic coming from this hole, but there is something. There's like a magical essence kind of there. Like it doesn't seem like there's a spell on this hole, but there is something. You do sense magic around the hole.
So, I don't know if this matters or not, but there's magic around the hole.
Around the hole?
Yes.
But not like,
Not
Not
in,
in
the
the
hole.
not a trap.
What kind of magic?
Yes.
I
That's-
couldn't tell.
Is it maybe that there's something magical hidden at the bottom of the hole?
There might be. So should I just destroy the water and we see?
I would like to tentatively just take out like about 5 feet down of water and just kind of like raise it up so it's floating above the hole. See what happens.
5 feet worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case it's like,
Oh, with your
we'll be able to
spell,
find, instead of like destroying it immediately, maybe we just like bring up water, see if that like refills, if like it is actually water, if there's anything in the water that comes up with the water that I pull up. So that's my idea. Is about 5 feet down, just pull up water straight up into the air.
Cool. So you bring up the water. It's not even 5 feet worth of water.
Oh, goodness.
The hole is just, you see, about 3 feet deep. And when you pull it out, there looks to be, from what you can tell, just like a bunch of like little clusters of balls and stuff under there.
Balls.
Like spheres, if you will.
Spheres. These could be eggs, maybe.
What color are they?
They
Do they
are.
look loopy?
They're pretty gloopy.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
Put it back, baby.
I put it back.
Yeah.
Maybe put the boat back too.
I think
Sorry.
these are eggs of some kind.
Did I miss something?
Yes. Why are we putting the boat back? We're not bringing it back to the ship.
It looks like an egg nest.
Of what?
About how big were the spheres?
They were roughly like
It's
that.
like grapefruit size.
Big.
Like 6 feet. Sorry, 6
I don't-
feet.
Yes.
They were 6
Yes.
feet
Yeah.
long each.
Yeah,
Roughly 6
grapefruit's a
inches
good
around.
a good
Grapefruit
size.
size.
Great.
Okay.
Like
softball.
yeah, it looked like there were like grapefruit-sized, globby.
Oh no, I
eggs.
saw them.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering
Can
if
I
there's
please
some
just
creatures
ask you to
here.
please put the boat on?
So we don't want the boat.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna
Not
put the
this
boat.
bad. Unless maybe we can find something to put that's not the boat that we can replace the boat with.
Would I be able to maybe identify what that would be? Would that be like a survival check?
You can do a survival.
That did not land. I'm gonna roll a different
That
die. I'll get that
didn't
later.
Dexterity.
That is 11.
11. You don't know. You can't tell exactly what kind, but those were eggs.
Okay. They were definitely eggs of some kind. We've stumbled across the nest of something that has rather large eggs. Given they were in clusters, seems almost like some kind of bug-like thing, like spiders maybe.
Okay, and I'm assuming whatever put those eggs there, it's gonna come back at some point. Just gonna put that out there.
I mean, not everything's a maternal species, but yeah.
I do think everything is trying to make sure that it outlasts, though. So maybe you're right.
Luckily, I'll put the boat back.
Unless we have something else we can put, because we do need a boat, but also I don't want to fight whatever is gonna come back for, or maybe the eggs. We have to fight those. I don't want to disturb whatever's going on here.
eggs.
I haven't fought a lot of things, and I really don't want to.
Great. Have you ever had eggs sunny side up on morning, and then you grabbed your fork and you grabbed your knife and you just kind of skewered them up?
No. The only food that I've ever had that's not poor is just what we ate.
You've never
today
had eggs?
and yesterday.
I'm going to prepare a wonderful breakfast for you tomorrow. These are not those eggs. I'm just going to say not chicken eggs, not duck eggs, not...
No, I'm just saying that's probably
Yeah.
kind of what fighting eggs would be like.
You want to hear the best thing? Where I come from, we call them dip-it eggs. Because you dip stuff into the eggs.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, this is lovely and it's making me rather hungry for breakfast. I don't think we ate anything before we came here. But perhaps we should not be where these giant, weird eggs are, because Mama might come back and not be too
Can I?
pleased
Well,
with
they're like dithering. Can I do a perception check?
Yep.
But you get it right, because then you have a piece of toast and then you dip it in the eggs, so they're dip
21.
eggs. Yeah.
What?
21.
21? Okay. So while they're talking about different kinds of eggs and what you do,
This cultural exchange is fascinating, however.
you give me a second.
Beatrice going to continue with them. Yeah, we usually just call them Sunnyside eggs because the circus, we worship Sune and, well...
So while Dietrich's going on the rant, you notice that there's, like, the water that you came in, there's, like, very slight movement in it. Like, you can just tell that something in the swamp somewhere is moving. Like, the water is being disturbed.
Us?
You can't tell that. It's just moving. And you just get the sense that something is watching you.
I'm still on your shoulders, by the way.
Yeah, I still feel that.
So, you know.
Heads up. Did anyone see that?
See what?
See what?
The eggs?
No, there's something watching us in the swamp.
Does it have a man's head?
I thought you said it was a fish's head.
Well, it is, but it still looks like a man. You know, it's not like a fish with like a fin coming out the back.
Oh, that's what I was picturing in my mind.
Yeah.
Focus. So we're against the ocean here. The swamp is here, and then we're
Like
And you're elevated. Yes. So it's not like a direct access to the sea. It's like you would have to jump
Throw ourselves off
the 25 feet into
Okay. So, but to get off of this, we have to go back into the swamp.
It's good to be on elevation for battle in case whatever's coming after us is hostile.
But
we're
I
not
think we're
elevated
elevated the
above the swamp.
opposite way, yeah.
Oh, I see. Well then, misinterpreted that. But clearly Elena would have been able to see.
Yes.
Strike that from the record.
I don't think it's wise to take the gnomes back into the swamp where they can't defend themselves.
I mean, I could defend myself from up here.
You can chicken fight something.
I can chicken fight anything.
Oh,
Yes,
should I
but then
send
that
back?
takes Dietrich
What's
out
a
of the
chicken
fight.
Well, no, not necessarily.
You would be at a disadvantage.
I'm a pretty spry guy.
I believe you. However,
Alright, should we circle up then? I think it's probably safest to stay up here.
Ooh, yeah. I've always wanted to circle up. I've read about it before.
Circle up, facing out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
okay.
Okay.
Are we gonna fight this thing?
Wait,
Only if it comes
Oh,
But
back.
do I mean that?
We could hide.
Are we being
It's also
protected
an
or are
option.
we still on the shoulders?
No, you're gonna go down.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
like-
don't. Are we? No, I don't like that.
Sorry, in this like mammoth circle that's happening, or mastodons, or wait,
What?
muskox. Muskox. Those are the animals that circle up.
Oh.
Are we part of the muskox circle or are we in the middle?
You're part of the
Are we
circle.
what?
Okay.
You just said that you could defend yourself if we're on a sandy bit.
I
rather
thought
than
you
a
were.
swamp.
Look, listen. Since I've met you, you've just treated me like a baby of the herd, so it was a fair question.
That's valid.
I'd like to stay on your shoulders if that doesn't inconvenience you.
Yoink.
Okay.
So you put Greya down? Okay.
Oh, I thought that was you picking me back.
That was me taking you off my back.
Dietrich's gonna
Okay.
like kneel down for you to.
I just clamber.
You can go back after we finish this.
Okay.
Well, are we gonna fight it? We didn't touch its things.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, maybe it'll just let us leave. We can just go.
How do we even know that it's the owner of this nest?
Maybe it wanted the eggs.
Yeah, it could be trying to eat the eggs for all we know. So that's not
I
our
know we're
business.
protecting the eggs from this.
It's a circle of life.
I am walking
And it
around
moves
the
us
swamp
all.
area to see if there's any more movement. Trying to ignore this strange nonsense going on.
Do a perception check.
May I assist? Because I was the one that saw it.
Yep.
It's true, you can point out where it was.
I'm not super helpful.
Oh wait, that would be with advantage, wouldn't it? Because that's an assist.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's right.
That's just a 12.
So
It
there
was there,
doesn't
but-
seem to be any more action happening out there.
Maybe we should just go.
Yeah, think you guys maybe Caladea's a little tired. We've been putting a lot of stress on you.
It's true. Leadership positions are stressful.
You have to maintain a good work-life balance.
Shall we move out if we feel uncomfortable here?
So the next island it is.
How
The
far is
other?
it?
Yep.
How far is the other piece of land across the swamp?
I'm trying to remember the map that I drew. I want to say it's like probably like 35 feet.
30 or 35 feet.
Okay, so we can get there.
Let's
in
30.
one turn.
Let's go 30.
I can get over there, no problem, without touching the water.
That's
Really?
impressive. Did you want to scope it out ahead of us?
I don't particularly want to go there alone because I'm kind of, as the kids say, weak.
Fair enough.
Can you take someone else with you when
You are the
see stuff?
kid.
I don't think I can, no. It's not like a teleporter or a dimension door or anything. Like that.
What is it?
It's just misty stuff.
Oh, it is Misty stuff.
I don't think I can carry someone with me.
Didn't Kelly?
Oh, I
Yeah,
totally
you didn't
carried
tell me
someone.
yet.
Maybe I should have checked if I could have done that.
I allowed it before, so you can.
Yeah, so you
But I will say
you get
it's
on Dietrich's
because
back.
But I
Caladir was carrying.
Yeah, Caladir
Like
was
if
able to
you have
carry.
someone that you can lift, they
Or
can go with
perhaps
you.
there is no one here that
Yeah.
If somebody's carrying Rune,
No, I think she'd
No,
misty
that
step
could be
off
the
of
one
them.
stepping.
Like she's got to be.
Yeah, I don't think I can carry anyone.
Can you carry me?
Maybe Greya, but like my strength is an 8 with a -1, so probably not.
Probably not.
We have the same strength.
We're weak.
Oh wait, no,
As the
that's my
kids
dexterity.
say.
Never mind, that's my dexterity. I don't know my stats.
So if you want, you can climb back on my shoulders so we can walk on over together.
Yeah, let's
But I
all
just
go.
mean that your main concern is that I can't fight in the swamp, so I could also like bamf myself over there
we're gonna be right behind
if something
you.
happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think.
Alright, climb on.
Clamber
All
back
right,
up.
we're gonna move to the next.
So you guys are all like same
Yeah,
same
go on.
way. Like you guys in front.
Yeah.
Dietrich with the rune on
Yeah.
chicken fighting
Yeah.
on his
Graham
shoulders.
looked at
Aleda,
Caladir
you're in the middle.
fully.
Yeah.
And then Caladir with Greya piggybacking
Yeah.
at
Kneels
the back.
down.
Okay. So as you walk,
Can I keep eyes out while we're walking?
Oh yeah, I'm
We're all
watching.
keeping
I'm
our
watching.
hackles up. I think it's. We don't necessarily need to say that. Like we're keeping watch
Yeah.
for something in this swamp right now.
if all of you want to roll perception, we'll see how well you keep a watch as you're walking.
Oh, my goodness.
That would be a 5.
I don't see anything.
Okay, hold on with my hand.
5 as well.
Okay.
That'll be a 22.
We're really
Thank
concerned.
You got a
Oh.
great vantage point
Yeah.
from on top of Peladier. He's very
That'll be a
tall.
16 for Dietrich.
Okay.
Your hair smells
So, so Dietrich, you notice there is movement in the water.
It's just like,
So she says my hair smells really good, and then he goes, I think.
What do I
Greya, the movement is circling you. Like the group, not you.
Oh.
It's circling the group.
Guys, I think something is circling us.
Something is circling us?
And Dietrich, make a strength
I think it already
saving
knows
throw.
we're here.
That's probably true.
11.
11? Okay. So as you're walking, you feel something like tug at you, but it doesn't get you down. But you did
Ugh.
feel like little, not fully like hand, but you could tell like what the hands of this creature would be come and like grab you and try to tug at you.
The fishman heard me talking about his face!
Could you stay like a little bit more upward? Thank you. What?
I think we're just dashing. Ready?
yeah, can we do
Let's
that?
go. Let's
Just
go.
know
Let's
we're
go.
in water, so
Yeah, I know.
dashing is not.
Yeah.
I know. It's like in water. I think it's half your
Power
movement, it's difficult
slogging.
terrain.
Yeah.
So dashing is our full movement.
Gotcha.
Aleda, make a strength save, please.
Okay. Not gonna go well. It's 9.
So you guys dash, and as you're dashing, Aleda, something grabs you and the rest of the group, or probably not you guys, Dietrich and Rune, because you are in front.
I also have 40 speed, so it's different.
So you're going a little faster than everyone else.
Bonus action dash instead of an action. So if I could take my action, I would probably.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So then you two make it to the land. Then Keladir and Greya, you notice Aleda. She goes under the water.
Oh,
In
no.
front of us?
She is brought down. Yeah.
Oh
And there's like an aggressive like splash, in front of you. Like you can
How
see.
far are we
something.
from
no!
shore?
We should have tied the rope.
You made it about halfway, so you're probably about 15 feet at this point away from the land.
What do I see? I'm underwater.
You are underwater. It's still very murky under there. You
Okay.
can't quite tell what it is, but you can tell where it is. So it's going to take a swipe at you, and you are welcome. Like, you can see enough that if you, like, swipe back,
freeze
you
it.
could. Okay. It's, yeah, you do that before it attacks
Cool.
then? Cool. Cool. So it's frozen, and it,
Cool.
like...
I come up. Okay. I'm not even like puffing for water. I'm fine, but I'm like, there's something right there, and I just froze it.
Run?
Yeah. I'm gonna run out, but I'm gonna be like looking back.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna run out.
Give me a second here. Okay, so Aleda, as you're running away, something from the other side of you, about 10 feet away, jumps out of the water
Gosh.
and springs at you, 2 daggers in its hand, and jabs them into you, I think.
Roll for attack. Jeez.
Where is your AC?
It's low.
Yep, so it
Yeah.
gets you.
Yeah.
It jabs the dagger into you for...
Ah.
Oh, my dice are in front of me. Where did I put these? Just for 1 point of damage.
Okay.
But everyone can roll initiative. And then after it swipes at you, so it jumps out, swipes at you, and like just kind of gets you as it's passing you, and then it's back in the water on the other side and seemingly disappears.
What did it look like?
It happened very
We
fast.
saw that it had daggers, though.
What's that?
We saw that it had daggers.
It did have daggers. It was
Colors, rough shape, human.
it was green,
Size.
and it was probably, it looked maybe slightly a little bigger than what your gnome friends are.
Okay.
But just slightly. Like it was probably about 4 feet. It was green. And you felt as it passed you, like it got you with its dagger, but a piece of its body touched you, and it was very slimy.
4 feet, green, slimy. Got it. It is a fish man!
And with that, as the gang realizes they are maybe not as safe as they thought they might be on this island, we are going to leave this episode. So join us next week when the party fights or talks to or does whatever they want with this mysterious creature that has just risen from the depths of Anuradae. I hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you next week. Bye, everybody.